So, good morning. Mindy just gave us the finger. We can start. I am Michael Paul, which you already know because you're on my Facebook page. But today, as most of you know, I have this huge challenge, and I really actually dragged my friend Jaime Buxton into this, to do 100 videos in 100 days. But this one I am very excited about, and the reason that I am is Jaime Buxton, City Mission / Laura's Home, dear to my heart, is going to come and share with us a little bit today about the City Mission. Well, she's really going to share a lot because this group is unbelievable, and I belong to Rise as well, but we'll talk about that another day. Jaime, I'm so glad you're here.
I'm so happy to be here.
I'm so excited. We are on the back. We're in my dock, and Jaime just lives a little bit away, and it's just easy to meet here, and then you're going to be off to finish your day, and then I'm just going to stay here and work with Mindy and get our day finished as well. But I'm going to have Jaime talk in a minute. But Jaime, these numbers, I looked at these up last night. I can't memorize this stuff. I tell you this on a video all the time. Oh my. Like, it makes you bring tears to your eyes that this last year, everyone knows the City Mission. But did you know that 991, almost 1,000 people were served last year? I bet you didn't know, because I didn't know it either, because I had to look it up. 73,000 people had, these are total nights of shelter.
Right. Total nights, not people. Just want to clarify.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nights. Oh my gosh.
73,000 nights of shelter.
Oh my gosh.
On our facilities. Yep.
And 134,000 meals served.
Yes.
It's amazing.
3 warm meals a day for our men at Crossroads Men's Crisis Center. And we always have about 100 guys there. I think there's 93 right now.
Just love it.
At Laura's Home, there's 60 women and 73 children at Laura's Home. And so, yes, that's 3 warm meals a day for all of those individuals for the entire year.
And maybe later on you can share with the Rise group of women who are phenomenal. And I'm just really not as involved as these other gals are. Maybe you can share about the coffee station.
Yeah.
Because I just love that. 123 men and women found housing. And this amazes me. 282 men and women found income through the City Mission.
Yeah.
Oh my. Jaime, share.
Yeah.
Take it away.
So if you don't know totally what the City Mission is, I know most people in the Cleveland area are somewhat familiar with the name, but we were founded 112 years ago. 114 years ago.
It is 114. I looked it up.
Sorry, 114 years ago, we were founded to be the downtown arm of the church, to meet the needs of individuals who are coming to the big city looking for jobs. And we saw the need. And so we were founded as that. That is exactly who we are today. I think one thing that a lot of people don't understand, Michaeline, is that we take no government money. So we are sustained completely by generous individuals. We have 30,000 individual donors that give to the City Mission, and of course grants as well, but no government money, so that we're able to stick to the kind of ministry we want to do. So we're long-term holistic care. So we're not just looking at you and saying, oh, you're homeless, you need a place to stay, and here's a holding spot for 30 days. We really want to get to know the individual, get to know their barriers for living self-sufficiently, and then helping them achieve that. And that's why you see these numbers that we boast about. You know, we want individuals to feel dignity in the way that they're served. And that's where it drives like what you've always done for us. I think we probably should have backed up and said, I don't even know what made you call me 4 years ago. Has it been 4 or 5 years?
I don't remember. We've always done a summer toy drive, as you know. But
I just feel like it was a random call that I responded to, right?
Well, I think we were at a baseball game.
No, I knew you.
It wasn't?
No. I knew you before I knew
Jaime
the next generation of Pauls. Yes.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought it was baseball connected. Maybe not.
No, I think maybe Mindy just looked up the City Mission or somebody told you to call us. And so we've been working together to find beautiful ways to connect with the women and the children at Laura's Home for a few years now.
So cute.
And like I said, we want to sprinkle dignity and respect and just extra love in all that we do. And so you've been doing a toy drive for several years. This year we're changing it up. We're really excited. I'm really excited. I think this is awesome.
I can't wait.
So something people don't understand is that, yes, we have a men's shelter that runs nearly full downtown, and that's kind of the main campus that people are familiar with. On the west side is Laura's Home Women's Crisis Center. We have been full there for over a decade, meaning that every single day we're operating off of a waiting list. That waiting list can be a couple of people to 80 people long. I mean, it really just depends on the time of year. And so a few years ago, we built a beautiful addition to be able to do ministry better for the individuals at Laura's Home. And while we were building that, we just kept saying, this still isn't changing the bottom line, that there are women waiting to get here. Not to mention the bottleneck on the opposite end of that is that it is so difficult to find housing.
Oh,
I mean, and
absolutely.
And especially for someone who's looking for subsidized housing or low income housing, even median income housing. And so housing is just out of reach. And so we're seeing this bottleneck of women that are completing our program, ready, they're employed, they're doing well, but there's nowhere for them to go. And that's taking at least sometimes up to another year for our ladies. So they finish the program 6-9 months, and then they're waiting on top of that. And so we said, what are we going to do? What can we do about this? You know, a lot of people said, just add on, make the shelter, it's not a shelter, it's a crisis center, make the crisis center bigger. And we wanted to do more than that. And so a beautiful couple came along that said their dream was to build housing for homeless individuals, and it just aligned with us. And so even though we said, oh, we're not going to do a capital campaign for a really long time, here we are, and we're about to be, I mean,
amazing.
Walls are going up. So we're going to have, 4 fourplexes. So 16 units of family transitional housing, Rothstein Village for families. And it will be completed. The first 2 units will be completed by the end of November, I'm told.
Excellent.
So
okay.
we are putting together, we want brand new bedding that not just is brand new to the ladies there, but you know what, they're going to get to choose it and say, hey, I've got a little boy who's this years old and he wants this kind of bedding, and I just know you all are going to provide that, because I've seen it year after year. I've been at the City Mission for 20 years. We get crazy donations that I think, how are we ever going to use that? Or who's going to want this? And it maybe doesn't always happen the next day, but within time, it's like, do you have Batman sheets for the, and like, I just know that this is going to happen because you are going to be so generous and provide twin size bedding and double size bedding for the moms.
That's what I shared. Yeah, that's what is, when Mindy did our flyer, we made sure that we added on, because many people did ask us even before, like even when I talked about it. Actually, my niece, Tara Samoji, sent me, like last night at 9 o'clock, I got bedding from Dear Nights. Oh my. I'm like, you know, that girl, and it is like so adorable. Like, I'd be fighting over it.
She'd be fighting over it.
I'd be fighting over it. But anybody that has talked to me, I have said, we have boys, we have girls, and we have moms.
Yes.
Who would maybe not want Barbie, but can you just imagine going into your new home? And I know that they can't stay there forever.
Right.
But like just a pretty cream with a little lace on the side, or no lace, or just a pretty white or something. And a couple, I do want to mention this so that in case I didn't get back to you via email or text. Yes, pillows are fine. Yes, comforters would be great. I'm finding fabulous prices right now.
Oh, good.
Especially on microfiber. You know, and that's kind of great with winter right around the corner.
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it.
Well, yeah, they'll be moving in around that time. So keep that in mind.
Very reasonably priced. But if you have questions, of course, call or text or email or just call Mindy.
Yeah.
So,
or call the City Mission. I'll answer.
Yes, you will. I was excited at the Gala 2024. We got a chance to meet the Rothsteins.
Yes.
Oh, they're like just the sweetest people. And I can't even explain it. This is going to come out wrong, Jamie, but they're like just so normal.
Yeah.
They're just like happy people that are like, we want to do something. That's always the question. What do you need us to do? What do you need us to do? This is something we want to do. Could we help you?
Yeah.
Just that kind of conversation with them.
Well, yeah. And it really was such a neat thing, because we had really said we had dreams of housing down the line, but really weren't planning on, putting that into reality in any way, but they came for a tour and then just kind of were telling us their dream, and their dream was to just build like a mini city of tiny homes to help people. And the more we talked and got to know them, it was such a God-ordained conversation. And
well,
so,
you know what was important to me and somebody else, but only because I've been at Laura's home and I've seen, like, I always have a lot of questions for Jimmy when I go around, just because I might have missed it on the last visit. But here's what I love the most about it, is it's on the Laura's home property. Mm-hmm. And now all of the people, all of the gals and their children who have gone from friends to family, mm-hmm. like family, are not being totally taken away to another piece of property. They're right there. That pavilion, mm-hmm. So remind me, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, who built that pavilion?
The pavilion was done by a company.
Did I get that wrong?
Yeah.
Okay.
Higley built the pavilion for one of their big anniversaries, but we have a basketball court that's fully done with benches on both sides and 2 nice basketball hoops. That was done by a Silver Service Award for a Girl Scout troop. So
that was it.
I mean, those kind of things. I mean, we want you to participate in that, but if any of this is getting your heart stirring about being involved in another way, you can reach out to me. You can find my email on the City Missions website.
Yeah, reach out to Jamie because, bedding drive. Jamie,
yes.
Mindy, when is our bedding drive?
The 29th.
Okay,
29th.
It's in my date book. You know I'm going to be there. And when you come, bring your littles with you, because we hired Chris's ice cream treats, and they love his ice cream. Like, his bomb pops are this big. And I love that we're just going to sit out there, hang out from 10 to 1. And if you can't make it, because, a lot of people are going on vacation now, just call me. I'll pick it up. Bob Paul, he's very good at just kind of doing.
She says,
whatever.
I'll pick it up, but then
really Bob Paul will pick it up. Yeah. And he'll bring Dolly, and Dolly loves everyone. So, listen, if I'm anything that we need to know, Jamie, we might have missed, that I might have missed for this big event of mine.
Well, we're just really grateful. The City Mission is extremely grateful. Michaeline is an awesome partner. I know she's going to hate me for saying that, but we've done a toy drive several years. Michaeline's been part of helping me personally grow as we've got a new fundraiser off the last 2 years, and made hundreds of thousands of dollars at that gala over the last 2 years.
Beautiful.
And she's a big part of that. And so love to just see how, this is more of a ripple effect of that. And want to see her friends and family and all of you who are watching get involved too. And so just so grateful. You have no idea what it means and how it helps us to achieve deeper relationships with the people who come to us by simple things like this. New bedding that they get to choose that suits them. What Michaeline chose for her bedding would probably be opposite of what I would choose. Mm-hmm. And that's okay. And that's why all of you are going to shop and get the things you like. And I know that it's just going to match up to a family that's going to be so grateful. And it's going to just make their time with us even sweeter, because it will feel like theirs.
It will. And I know Taylor Swift has now beat out the Barbie movie, but I'm sure somebody will love Barbie or Pink. But now this is totally off the subject, but kind of is the subject, because everyone knows I love coffee. Will you share what the Rise group of gals did in the cafeteria at Laura's home?
Yeah. So Rise is our women's philanthropy group. Always looking for people to be part of that. Michaeline joined this year. And what that group of women does is they make a significant contribution, an annual contribution. All that money is pulled together, and then they have a summit in January where they get to vote for how they would like that money to be used. And our program staff comes in and says, here are 3 ways that we'd like for you to bless the ladies of Laura's home. It's always about Laura's home because it's ladies serving ladies.
And that was tough, may I add, because all 3 of those gals that showed us what they wanted, that's a tough decision.
Yeah.
It really was.
I don't even remember what the other ones were. Do you remember?
Jamie, really? I can't remember what
I
the
put you on
drive is.
Now I feel terrible because I don't remember. But what one was updating our kitchen. We have a beautiful facility, but it was, as you can imagine, with 60 women and 70 plus kids always living there, things get knocked around, but now we have a beautiful coffee bar and toaster and all of that. And
It is so cool.
their whole money, I guess last year, went to that, updating this wall. This year, your money is going to furnishing transitional housing, yes?
It is.
So, like,
It is. That was the winner. I think I probably voted for that. Don't tell anybody now that we're on Facebook and I submitted that. But this little coffee bar, how we take for granted. You know, when we go into a coffee shop and we're like, I'll do a whatever. Mine's always the same. Or how I get to go with Drew Gabeline. He's an EXP realtor, and we get to go. I think you probably know this. We're doing the 25 top coffee shops that Cleveland Magazine says are at the top 25. And I love doing it. But I'm going to tell you, you walk into Laura's home and you go in that cafeteria and you see that coffee bar, and you not only realize how blessed you are to be able to get in your car and go get a cup of coffee anywhere, but you go look at what they put together, and those gals love it.
They do.
They love it. And I love it, and that's why I know it's a little off subject, and I know this is really mostly to share with you today about the city mission and what I have coming up. But I went, that little coffee bar, so adorable. And what else, Jamie? Anything
I don't know.
else?
See that sentiment? That's why I love this
ridiculous.
woman.
I'm crying over
I
coffee.
love this. You're not crying over coffee. You're crying about serving women who are in crisis, who coffee makes a world of difference. I know that sounds silly, but when we serve with dignity and love and just like the extras in life, you know, when you think of a shelter, which again, we are not, we are a crisis center, you think bare minimum, and that is not what you find at Laura's home.
No.
We are so blessed to be able to give the best to our ladies and to our kids and to serve them. And that is part of their transformation story. I mean, it's
the stories.
Yes.
Oh my, can't even.
Yeah.
The stories are amazing. So I am going to end this note with us doing a cheers with our cups of coffee. And anything else you want to add today?
Just thank you. Thank you so
Oh,
much for
listen,
having me
thank
here. You wish you could see the rest of the spread that I'm going to enjoy once we're off of here.
Oh, can't wait.
But thank you so much for using your platform to talk about, you know, really a huge piece of my heart. It's a big piece of my heart is the ministry of the city mission, and especially at Laura's home. So thank you for being my friend and for loving things I love.
I appreciate it, and thanks for letting me be part of the Laura's home. Cheers.
Cheers.
Have a good day.
Bye.